Hey, welcome to American Reversion. I'm Steve Smith. Yeah, I hope you can see me because I'm pointing this camera in a different way than I usually do. But we're out here at the Old Settlers Days in Olathe, Kansas. And you all know my wife has a booth out here. And I was walking through the place and I noticed this tent here. And it's about the Convention of States. And you know that drew my attention because we reversionists are all about taking things back to the way that they used to be. Okay, now I'm going to be quiet because I want you to hear from Dave Copeland, who is with the Convention of States organization here in Olathe and in Kansas. I'm going to turn this around. He's a lot better looking than I am, and I'm going to let him explain exactly what this is about for any of you who may not be aware of it. All right, Dave, I'm going to put you on it. There you are, sir.
All right, well, thank you, Steve. So the Convention of States movement started in 2013 because we could see the federal government was was on a well-worn path of asserting our individual rights and taking rights away from states and cities, talking about the extortion that the federal government offers money to lower political organizations like states and counties. If they will follow these policies, they'll get the money. So we got to stop this. So what we'd like to do is use Article 5 of the Constitution, which allows the state legislatures, to call a convention of states once 2/3 of the states have agreed to it. And so we have a platform of term limits for members of Congress and federal officials, limiting the scope and power of the federal government, making it smaller. And the last one is putting restrictions on the ability of the government to tax, borrow, and spend money. So in 2013, we looked around, and Obamacare was the great thing that was encroaching on our rights. Today, Obamacare is on page 3.
Yeah.
The list is an arm's length. So today, we're out here at Old Settlers Day asking people to sign a petition that goes to their state representative, state senator, and asking those legislators to pass a resolution in Kansas in 2023. So Kansas could be one of the next states to join the 19 that have already passed.
Can I take a break here? And
Sure.
I want to show the map of those, so our viewers will see those who have passed it, those who haven't yet.
Right.
And I want to come back to you and let you fill in a little bit more. Is that all right?
That'd be great.
Okay, we're going to go over here. You all can see. Here are the states. The ones in blue have active legislation this year, like here in Kansas. The green have passed the Convention of States resolutions, and the yellow have passed in one chamber. So that's where we got to get more work done. So if you're in one of those blue states, or if you're in one of those yellow states, you need to be calling your local chapter of Convention of States, and also and getting them involved and getting your neighbors talking about it and getting everybody. We win these fights by the people who don't know. Okay, our country is run by the ignorant because the people on the right, they know what. I'm going to get you back in the picture while I continue to talk for a minute, just a second, Dave. But we know that the people who think right like we do, we know what we want. The people on the left want to tear this country down, and we know that. So we're not in a fight for them. We're in a fight for that big middle ground of the people who don't have a clue as to what's going on, who know everybody who's been kicked off the island, but don't have a clue as to how our government was formed, how our country is supposed to operate, how financial systems work, or anything. Those are the people that we need to influence. And by talking to them, that's our way of influence. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Dave and let him finish out with whatever he'd like to say for as long as you'd like to, sir.
Well, just to inform your crew, the framers put the second clause of Article 5 in there for a reason. The day before the end of the convention in Philadelphia in 1787, Colonel Mason came to the assembly and said, guys, we've allowed for something that was not in the Articles of Confederation, an amendments clause, but let's look at this. Right now we only have it set up to allow the government to amend itself, to amend the Constitution itself. And this is not done. The first words of this Constitution does not say we the Congress, it says we the people. So they reserve for the people the ability to come in and take control when they needed to. It's the break glass in case of emergency. Well, we're there. This is the glass. It's Article 5, where we petitioned our state legislatures to pass this resolution. When we get 34, we're going to have a convention. Whether California wants to come or not. They only get one vote. Kansas gets one vote. And we can propose amendments. Majority of states pass those amendments out. They go out for ratification, and it takes 3/4 of the states to ratify. That's 38 states. It's a very high bar. That's going to prevent any type of runaway conventions where somebody tries to take out the Second Amendment. First, they'd be out of order. They couldn't get out of the convention with that amendment. But if somebody was to stick an amendment in there, have their own convention, and have an amendment come out for to remove the Second Amendment or one of the enshrined Bill of Rights, they'd get thrown out because it would take 38 states to agree, and they're never going to get 38 states to agree. So this whole idea of this is a dangerous thing, no, it's not. It's not as dangerous as what we have now, which is a runaway Congress. And as long as we do not assert this authority, as long as the legislatures let this lie dormant, it may as well not exist.
Right. I agree. Well, I hope you all in your states have something like this. I'm going to just let you all, you have one more thing to say?
Conventionofstates.com
Yeah.
is how you reach us.
Okay, conventionofstates.com. Good. Great. You all remember, read this sign while I'm closing out here. Remember, like we always say, America needs a reversion. It needs you to be a part of it. It needs me to be a part of it. It needs all of us to be a part of it. Or it's just going to keep on going down the hill into the ditch we're headed for. You all have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.